Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hey, y'all. It's me, Delores, the pastor's daughter. We are in the writing lab. Tell the truth, daughter. This is the writing lab. This is our live writing sessions that we do every weekday now. Cause we're good like that, okay? Cause we're a writer's child and we are dedicated to our craft. Do you hear me? Good morning. Get up. Today is, what's today? February 23rd. Let's see. What's our look? Okay, listen, that's a whole word for today. Owning less is way better than organizing more. Okay. Listen. If you don't have that much, you don't have to worry about that much. I think that's what it's saying. Okay. Is that the translation y'all are getting to? Okay. Good morning, everybody. Get on up. Let's do this. Okay. As you guys are getting your supplies together, um, I decided that we were going to start doing a brief meditation as we start these sessions. We want to be intentional about our writing. We want to be intentional about our process. And so part of that is starting right? Like, so starting your writing session in, kind of like the right headspace. You are already getting the supplies that you need. So what about your headspace? What about, taking a moment to just kind of center yourself and focus on your mission for those, for the 2 hour writing sessions that we do. So if you're new here, as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and start my vibration plate, y'all, because y'all know I love my little vibration plate. It makes me shake while I'm talking, but just overlook that part. So like I said, we want to be intentional about our writing process. We want to make sure that we're in the right headspace to be creative. Like I said, if you're new here, we do 2 50-minute focused writing sessions. Okay, two of them. And then in between those, we do 10-minute movement breaks. I usually get on my vibration plate and just talk to y'all, give y'all some really good nuggets um, for our writing session. But whatever you decide to do, wherever you are, if you want to get up and do some steps in place, you do chair exercises, do something else, some other type of movement, walking in place, jogging in place, or actually get outside, go walk for 10 minutes, circle your house a couple times, something like that, that qualifies too. Okay. But the whole point is that we are intentional about these sessions and that we're focused on our goal. So last week was our very first week of being consistent. We showed up 5 days, y'all. For the 5 work days, we showed up, y'all. Okay. Some of those times were rough. I didn't feel good a couple of those times, still trying to get over the crud, but I'm showing up and I'm consistent. And I want that to be, a testament to myself. It's showing me something, but it's also showing y'all. It's showing you that I can be consistent for y'all. I can show up for y'all. I'm a sister, a daughter among daughters, and I'm committed to helping you to reach your writing goals as well as reaching my own. So I created this shared space for us to create together, to write together. I call it the writing lab because this is where you come in, you do the work, you put things together, you create, right? This is not a place where we trauma dump. We don't, we're not here just to, show each other our war wounds or what we've been through, and just to share all of our traumas with each other. No, we are very intentional, meaning that everything that we've even been through, if we're talking about our traumas, we're talking about our past. It's for a purpose, it's because there is a testimony, there is something that can be gained from it, there are lessons there, you know um, and so that's our motivation for everything that we do. We do everything with a spirit of discernment, and that discernment is what guides us at the beginning and at the end, all the way throughout the process, right? So um so with that being said, I want us to start off with a motivation, excuse me, a meditation. And these are meditations that I've done myself. These are available to you over on my YouTube page. We are streaming live right now from Facebook and on YouTube, you guys. So if you go to Delores the Pastor's Daughter on YouTube, you can find these meditations along with a host of other meditations that you can peruse and enjoy at your leisure. But for us to start our writing sessions, I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and use these meditations to, get us started on our writing journey. Okay, you guys. So this meditation, I think it's right around 4 minutes. And so that's gonna take us right into our first writing session. So right after the meditation, I'll come back and then we'll go ahead and start our 50 minutes of focused writing. Okay, you guys. So let me go ahead and cue up the meditation for y'all. And again, make sure that you're getting your supplies ready. Make sure that you are putting in the chat what you're working on. I'm your accountability partner. You're my accountability partner. So let's hold each other accountable for our writing goals, to make sure that we're steady making progress toward those. Let me see. Okay, here we go, y'all. I'm going to turn my camera off and then just let this meditation do what it does. Okay, and then I'll be back as soon as this is done.
Welcome to this transformative journey of meditation, where we embark on a path of self-discovery and mindful awareness. Hello, beautiful daughters. I am thrilled to have you here as we delve into the profound practice of meditation, a practice where we cultivate peace, presence, and the extraordinary gift of discernment. I am Delores, the pastor's daughter, your companion on this voyage. With the unique gift of discernment, I bring an extra layer of insight to our meditation journey. Discernment is a powerful tool that allows us to navigate the complexities of life with clarity and wisdom. On this channel, we'll explore how meditation becomes a catalyst for sharpening your discernment skills, offering a sanctuary for profound self-reflection and understanding. Discernment is more than just understanding. It's about perceiving the subtle nuances of our thoughts, emotions, and the world around us. It's the ability to sift through the noise, find the truth, and make decisions aligned with our authentic selves. As we embark on our meditation practice, we'll infuse each session with the intention of honing this extraordinary gift. Meditation, in its essence, is a journey inward. It opens doors to the depths of our consciousness, allowing us to observe the patterns of our mind and emotions. Through regular practice, we sharpen our ability to discern between fleeting thoughts and profound insights, between external influences and our inner truth. In each meditation video, we'll create a sanctuary where you can release stress, find tranquility, and most importantly, tune into the whispers of your discerning heart. Whether you're a seasoned meditator or just beginning, these sessions are designed to guide you gently into the art of mindful discernment. So, friends, get ready to embark on a journey of self discovery and heightened discernment. Together, we'll tap into the boundless reservoir of wisdom within us. Let the stillness of meditation be your compass, guiding you to clarity, insight, and the authentic essence of your being. Are you ready to explore the realms of your own discerning heart? Let's begin this transformative journey together. Welcome to Discernment Meditations. with Delores, the pastor's daughter. I love you. And remember, you are important to me. I need you to survive. Please like, share, and subscribe. And have a discerning day. Bye-bye for now.
Okay, y'all. How was that? Can you see how that will be beneficial for us moving forward, um, to include those meditations into our sessions, right? So just just to get us grounded, um, when we start our sessions, it's a great practice. Okay, so let's do a quick recap for from last week. Last week we talked about chapter 1. You live through it, now tell it. This is the Tell the Truth, Daughter. This is part 1 of this manual series. Okay. Um, and so this one is You live through it, now tell it. Okay. And so last week, that's what our focus was on. Um, I'll tell y'all this on our next break. Okay. I'll tell you this on our next break. And then we'll get into this even more on our next break. But go ahead and do, like, for this first writing session, do a little bit of a recap for yourself and what you accomplished last week and how you'll move forward with this week. Okay, we'll even consider last week to be a 0 week, and this is week 1 of our major writing journey. You guys are going to be so surprised. You're going to be so surprised um, at how transformative this process is going to be and how much you're going to accomplish in the time that we spend together. Y'all are going to be so surprised. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for us, you guys. Okay, I'm excited for us. All right, I want us to go ahead and get started because we're already like 12 minutes into this session, and I don't know, I'm having like a little bit of technical difficulties here, I think. All right. And I'm over here trying to make me some coffee. What are y'all drinking this morning? I'm drinking some coffee from my pharmacy store. Y'all, this is some of the best coffee. Okay, here we go. This is my timer. And you guys know we use a timer from Million Reason. And you guys can find this over on YouTube. You can find this channel over on YouTube. It's called Million Reason, all one word. Okay. And they have various timers on there. So, on your own time, if you want to do these sessions, those timers should be able to help you with that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to mute out, and I think I'll probably be moving around a little bit, y'all, but just ignore me and just focus on, your own goals this morning. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started writing. Hey y'all. All right, last session. Woo-cha. All right, y'all. Right now, you should be up. Get on up. Let's do a movement break. A 10-minute movement break. Okay, y'all. So y'all know we do 50 minutes of focused work and then 10 minutes movement break. Okay. So get up, y'all. Get up. Get up. Don't make me have to come through this screen now. I need y'all up and moving. So let's go. Okay, let's go back to while y'all are moving. Okay, we can talk. We could talk and move at the same time. So let's go back into what I was saying earlier. We was running out of time on our first when we first got started. But I was telling y'all that I think last week, let's consider that to be our 0 week, okay? And I got this from the military, child. I get just about everything from the military. So in the military, when we went to basic training, there was a 0 week, right? Like at the time, y'all, it was so misleading. I was like, oh my God, no, that's not a 0 week. This counts, okay? But apparently it doesn't really count your overall time, but it counts. You know what I'm saying? It's like it, child. Anyway, when they say, okay, you're going to be there for like 8 weeks, they really mean 9. Let's just put it that way, okay? But there's that 0 week. So I say last week when we first got started, because our focus was like, okay, let's just do this. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be consistent. Let's show up 5 days consistently, Monday through Friday. Let's just show up. Let's be consistent. Let's be here. And let's not worry about anything else. You know what I mean? Like, that's our goal right now. But since we accomplished that, now we can look at it like, okay, what is our next goal? Like what's our next hurdle, or what's the next thing that we'd like to accomplish. So here's why I say last week, let's make that a 0 week, because of that reason. We were just kind of like getting it together. So this week is like, okay, this is week 1, okay? Like this is our official, like we're officially in this thing. We know we can do this. We did it last week. We know we're writers. We know that our goal is to create, and that these sessions this is our accountability group. This is how we're going to show up for each other, show up for ourselves. This is how we're going to make progress. And so now that we have accomplished our 0 week, now we can say, hey, we can do this, So let's go into these next weeks with having that purpose, having that sense of like, okay, we totally have this. We've totally got this, okay? So last week we talked about chapter 1. We went into the intro of this book, and then we talked about chapter 1. And I keep referencing this book because this is our guide. Like this is our manual that we're going by for these live sessions. We're not just in here just writing all willy-nilly. We have a goal, okay? And we have things that we're trying to accomplish. That means that our writing needs to be intentional, right? That means that we need to be focused on exactly what we're trying to accomplish as we progress, right? Like when we first started doing these, even before I started, trying to do these more consistently, we were just writing, right? We just said, okay, we're just going to get in here. We're not going to worry about, trying to make it pretty or perfect or anything like that. We're just going to get in here and we're going to write. So that meant research, outlining, putting prompts in our ChatGPT, conceptualizing, kind of thinking about our plan, doing voice recordings and stuff like that, right? Remember, we talked about this. So that was our goal initially. But now we know that these are tools that we can use. We know that during these sessions, if we need to, we can go back to the drawing board and re-outline things. We know that we can always record into our ChatGPT. We know that, research and all of that stuff counts as productive time, right? So we don't need to keep rehashing that part. What we need to do is be focused and intentional about what we're writing and how we're going to get that to be something. You know what I mean? How we're going to make this turn into something turn into something tangible, something that we have, something that we could put out into the world potentially, you know? And the best way to do that is to have some type of manual, some type of guide that we go by that is like, okay, this is at least going to be, a semi-strict way of us staying focused and having a vision and a goal in mind. Okay. Um, so last week was intro in chapter 1. This week we're just going to review chapter 1 and go into chapter 2. Okay. So review chapter 1 and go into chapter 2. So for chapter 1, we said you live through it, now tell it, right? You lived through it, now tell it. You didn't imagine what happened to you. Okay. You didn't misread it. You didn't overreact. That's not the situation. So we're not even going back into that. Was I right? You know, was I being too judgmental, or was I reading the room wrong? Was it? No, we're already done with that part. That part is behind us. No, you weren't overreacting. No, you weren't wrong. No, you didn't take it wrong. No, you didn't mishear. No, you can trust your memory. You can trust your judgment. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get past that. So, and it says here, you live through experiences that shaped you. Some of them were painful. Some of them were eye-opening. Some of them you're still confused by it, right? But for the first time, you're giving yourself permission to look at your life without minimizing it. That is the whole point. Don't gloss over this. Don't make it smaller than what it is. Don't compare your experience, your story, your trauma, and your tragedies to another daughter. Okay? That's irrelevant right now. This is all about what you experienced and telling it. Okay? You already lived through it. Your memoir begins with that moment, the moment you stop silencing yourself to protect other people's comfort. We don't care about how other people feel right now. In fact, we haven't even put anything out into the world yet. We're just writing right now, right? So this isn't even the time to be considering other people's feelings. We don't care right now. We just care about getting it out of us and onto the paper, onto whatever recording device we use. That's it, okay? Many daughters are taught to downplay harm, hide what the family wants hidden, make peace with dysfunction, get over things they never even got to understand, and pretend everything is fine to honor people who weren't even honorable. They weren't even honorable, but I gotta honor you? That's crazy. Okay? So we're not doing that anymore. We're not downplaying our harm anymore. We're not hiding because our family wants it hidden. Everybody wants us to keep stuff behind closed doors. What happens in the family, stay in the family. But throw it under the rug, sweep it under the rug, do whatever. We're not doing that, okay? We're not making peace with dysfunction, okay? We don't care about peace and dysfunction. I don't even go in the same, it doesn't even go in the same sentence, okay? It can't possibly even exist in the same space. So we're over that, okay? And then we were taught to get over things that we never even got to understand. But this process, this telling the truth daughter process is going to help you to understand things a lot better. And understanding does not mean that you move quickly to forgive when you're not ready to do that. It's not saying give grace where grace is not warranted. Not any of those things. This doesn't mean that you're required to do anything to make anyone else feel more comfortable. You're not required to get over it now that you're finally speaking up about it. Now all of a sudden you have to get over it. No, we're not doing that either. Part of what we're doing here is understanding what we've been through. How do we even grab the lessons from our experiences? How do we grab the testimony from the test if we don't even have the opportunity to process what has happened to us, write about what's happened to us, gain some type of clarity about those experiences? And that's what these writing labs will do for you. And then for the final bullet point here is that we were taught to pretend everything is fine, to honor people who aren't even honorable. Imagine the conflict that you feel being mean that you have to strictly honor people or honor situations, honor titles, and those types of things. When it's like the person who is occupying this title, the person who wears this title is not even an honorable person, you know? And so that's what these sessions will help you to do, is to realize like I can be done with this part, you know? I could be done with all the guilt, all the shame, all the fear that's associated with telling my story, and just simply tell the truth, daughter. Okay? So that's our 10-minute break. Let's go ahead and get right on into our next 50-minute session. And I'm hoping y'all that these breaks, you know, just kind of like me give you guys pep talks and a little bit of writing lessons in between these, will really help you to help to push your writing forward. Okay? And make sure y'all let me know in the chat if these are helpful to you. And if they are helpful, make sure that you share it with another daughter who is writing her story. I know that y'all know somebody who's also writing her story, right? Who's also just wanting to tell her truth, the truth. Um, and so y'all don't be all selfish and stingy, girl. Make sure you share this with your sis and let her know, hey, at 6 o'clock in the morning, okay, Central Time, we're gonna be in the writing lab with Delores. We're gonna be doing this, okay? Because before you know it, y'all, before the end of the year, okay, you could be like publishing and all of it. Like, seriously, you totally can if that's what you want to do. But these sessions will give you a whole lot of clarity in that, okay? So let's stop talking and start writing. Let's go, y'all. All right, y'all. How are we doing? How did we do with that? Y'all, this is week 2, day 1, week 1. Because remember, we said last week is our 0 week. So it's our first official week of our live writing lab. Tell the Truth, Daughter. Um, yeah, we're doing good. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. I'm starting to feel a little sick, which that's my life, y'all. That's kind of like what I go through with fibromyalgia and lupus. And so I do these sessions, and I can I can pretty much know I can stick to that the 2 hour time frame, and then after that it's like I've got to stop, and then I've got to rest and kind of recuperate, and then I can come back probably like later on and probably do some more. But right now I'm just good with what I've accomplished today, and I think you should be too. I think you should be proud of what you've done today, what you did last week. If this is your first time here, first of all, welcome, and thank you for being here. Make sure that y'all like and share the video with another daughter who is telling the truth, um, and telling her story. Also, yeah, I think that's really all I have, y'all. That's all I have. I have to stop for today. So I think I'm done. Okay, y'all. Yeah, make sure y'all let me know in the chat what you've been working on. And just know that I love you and you are important to me. I need you to survive. Bye bye for now.